Click subscribe to Proper English Online for more real English conversations with native speakers every week. Like my lessons? Support me on Patreon. Patrons can download every worksheet for every lesson. Hey guys, this is Lee from Proper English Online, and this is the worksheet video for Pre-Intermediate Lesson 6, talking about a holiday. So in this lesson, we will learn a few phrases. We're going to talk about the phrase wish and how to use it. We'll also learn some linking sounds for our pronunciation, so linking sounds together when we speak. Also, we're going to learn some various phrases that we heard in the listening to talk about holidays. Okay, so before we get started, let's take a look at your PDF worksheet, and you'll see we've got the listening script, but there are some missing words. So I'd like you to listen again to the conversation and try and fill in those missing words. When you've done that, we'll come back and take a closer look at this vocabulary. So, see you guys in a bit.
So, how was it then, your holiday?
Great, really great. I wish I was still there.
Where did you go again? Was it somewhere in Southeast Asia?
Yeah, we went to Malaysia. Have you ever been?
Not Malaysia, no, but I went to Thailand a few years ago. It was a bit too hot for me though, the weather I mean. So humid. I bet it was hot in Malaysia too, right?
Oh yeah, sweltering, but the hotel had air conditioning, so it wasn't too bad. Really sunny in the daytime too. It was really nice to go down to the beach and swim. The kids loved it.
Oh yeah, I bet. How long did you stay for?
It was 10 days. We wanted to go for 2 weeks, but I couldn't get any more time off work, unfortunately. Still, it was a good break.
How was the hotel and everything?
Pretty good. The food was great, and they offered, day trips to different places.
Oh, like what?
Well, we went on a day trip to the jungle, and you could see the orangutans. You know, those big orange monkeys or apes or whatever.
What, like a zoo?
Oh no, they were free in the wild, almost. They were quite friendly, surprisingly. The kids gave them a few bananas.
Sounds amazing, really. Do you have any pictures?
Oh yeah, loads. Here, have a look.
Oh wow, look at the orangutans. They're amazing, aren't they? Wow, your kids weren't scared.
No, not at all. They're fearless. I was a bit worried about their safety, but they were fine.
Yeah, they seem to be having a great time.
Oh, here's a good one. That's us at the beach.
Wow, the water is so blue.
Yeah, and look at how white the sand is. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You're making me jealous now. I think I need a holiday too.
You should book something. It's quite cheap this time of year.
Flights are expensive though, aren't they?
It depends when you go, but if you look on the internet on one of those flight price comparison websites, you can get something cheaper, I bet.
Yeah, sure. I've got some holiday days I haven't used yet. Maybe I should book a trip.
Definitely, you deserve it. Okay guys, hopefully now we filled in those missing words. So let's take a look at some phrases we heard in the conversation. So one of the speakers is talking about a holiday that he went on, and he says, I wish I was still there. I wish I was still there. Now, I've got a few questions for you. Firstly, is he still there? Is he on holiday? Also, would he like to be there? And one more thing, is it possible? So, pause this video and think. Answer these 3 questions. Pause this video and think. Okay, so the first one, is he still on holiday? No, he's not. He's not on holiday anymore. Would he like to be there? Yes, he would like to be there. But is it possible? No, or probably not. So, I wish I was still there. I wish I was on holiday. Am I on holiday? No. Would I like to be on holiday? Yeah. Is it possible? Maybe not. Probably not, right? So, when we use the phrase I wish, we use that to talk about things we want to be true, but are not likely, or even maybe impossible things. So we use wish to talk about things that are possibly impossible, but things we want to do. Okay, so let's look at this one. So what type of verb tense do we use after wish? Do we use past? Do we use present? or do we use future? Pause this video and think. Okay guys, so as we can see, I wish I was still there. I wish I was, this is past tense, isn't it? So we use the past tense, don't we? We use past tense, okay? So after wish we use past tense, but let's think now about our pronunciation. Now in this example, I wish I was still there. Now do any sounds link together when we say it quickly? So I'll say it quickly. Do any sounds link together? I wish I was still there. I wish I was still there. Yeah, there is some linking. Pause this video and think, what sounds link together? Okay guys, so let's take a look. So the first thing, I wish, I wish. Now, here I don't say I wish. I don't say I wish. I say I wish, I wish. So I can pronounce it more like this, kind of a sound. I wish, I wish. And then we've got another again, I wish I was, I wish I was. But it links together with this sh sound. So we get kind of a sh. I wish I was still there. One more time, I wish I was still there. Something else happens too. We've got was still, was still. Now I think this one here, we don't really need that sound. We can just say, I wish I was still there. I wish I was still there. More of a w sound. Not but So I wish I was still there. One more time. I wish I was still there. Okay, so let's move on now, guys. So we're going to have a little practice now. So we're going to think about this man called Tom. Now, Tom, he's at work today, but he really doesn't want to be at work today. Now, let's look at these prompts, these examples below, and use them to make sentences about what Tom is thinking. So, first thing, wish be at home. Wish have a day off. Wish don't have to work today. Wish can stay at home. Wish be in bed. And wish be not at work. Now remember, with wish, we use past tense, don't we? So we need to change these examples to make them thoughts Tom would have using wish. I'll do one with you. The first one, wish be at home. So what does Tom think? Oh, I wish I was at home. Again, I wish I was at home. So I wish I was. Is he at home? No. Does he want to be at home? Yeah. Is it possible? Probably not. How about the rest of them? Pause this video and make sentences about what Tom is thinking using wish. Okay guys, hopefully we've done that now. So let's take a look at our examples. So we did the first one together, didn't we? Wish be at home. For this one, I wish I was at home. Again, I wish I was at home. Notice again my pronunciation. I say, I wish, I wish, I wish I was. I wish I was at home. The next one, wish have a day off. I wish I had a day off. I wish I had a day off. Changing have to had because it's past tense, right? The next one, I wish I didn't have to work today. Do I have to work today? Yeah, Tom has to work today. So again, I wish I didn't have to work today. The next one, I wish I could stay at home. I wish I could stay at home. Can he stay at home? No. So we're going to use could. It's like the past tense of can in a way, isn't it? Kind of similar. The next one, I wish I was in bed. I wish I was in bed. Is he in bed? No, but again, it would be nice, right? I wish I was in bed. And the last one, I wish I wasn't at work. Notice here we're using wasn't. I wish I wasn't at work. All right, fantastic. Okay, guys, now we've talked about how Tom feels. How about you? So, what do you wish was true, but is unlikely or impossible? For example, for me, I wish I had more money. I wish I had more money. I think everyone wishes that, right? How about you? What do you wish was true, but is unlikely or impossible? Pause this video and think. Okay guys, great. So let's move on now to something else we came across in the conversation. I'd like you to look at the listening script now and try to find some phrases with similar meanings to these phrases here. So I have, for example, extremely hot. Extremely hot. Did you hear a phrase which has the same meaning as extremely hot? Also, is there any phrases that mean look at something? A phrase which means a short visit to a different place, a phrase that has the same meaning as I'm sure. Next one here, hot but also wet weather. The next one, to be given permission to not go to work, to organise a vacation, and the last one, days when you don't need to go to work. Let's look at the listening script again. Can you find any phrases that have the same meaning as these hints? Pause this video, look at the listening script, and find some similar phrases. Okay guys, let's do the first one together then. So the first one was extremely hot, and this one, the phrase was sweltering. Sweltering. Sweltering is a phrase which means very, very, very hot. Let's do our pronunciation quickly. So our stress in this word is on the first syllable here. Sweltering. So sweltering. Small stress there. Sweltering. Our next word, this one here, was look at something. Look at something. Similar phrase was have a look. Have a look. And again, we can add, if you like, have a look at something. We can add that to the end there. Have a look at something. Again, have a look at something. So have a look, our pronunciation. This one here, we stress look. Small stress on have. Also, we've got some linking between the V and the sound. So have a look. Have a look at something. Also, we've got linking there. Have a look at. Have a look at. Have a look at something. Now, the next one we had was a short visit to a different place. And this was a day trip. A day trip. So a short visit to a different place is a day trip. We can go on a day trip, by the way. So let's add that. Go on a day trip. Go on a day trip. Now, our pronunciation for this one, day trip. Big stress on day. Go on a day trip. Again, go on a day trip. Also here, we're going to stress go a little bit. Go on a day trip. And we'll link these sounds here with a W sound. Go on, go on. Go on a day trip. One more time. Go on a day trip. Okay. Now, the next one was I'm sure. A phrase that means I'm sure. And this one was I bet. I bet. Okay, now this phrase here means I really think it's true. I'm sure, I bet it's true. So after this phrase, we just add a sentence. When I say sentence, I mean any kind of SVO, subject, verb, object sentence. So I bet it's nice. I bet it is good. I bet I will do something. It means I'm sure it will happen. Now this one here, pronunciation quite simple, just stress on bet. Again, I bet it will happen. I bet you will do something, right? Now the next one was hot but also wet weather. Now this is the word humid. Humid. Now, two sounds in this word. The stress is on the first one. Humid. Humid. Weather that's humid, I'm thinking like Southeast Asia or the jungle or somewhere where it rains a lot, but it's also very hot. Humid. Now, the next one was to be given permission to not go to work. And this is time off work. Get time off work. So your boss gives you some time off work. You don't need to work. You can stay at home. You can go on holiday. So get time off work. Now, in this expression here, what do we stress? So get time off work. Time off work. Time off work. Maybe a small stress on time. Also, we link the M and the O. Time off. Time off work. Time off work. Okay, so the next one was G, to organise a vacation. Organise a vacation would be to book a trip. Book meaning to organise, go online, go on a website and buy a flight ticket, buy a hotel. By a hotel, I mean book a hotel, sorry, not buy a hotel. All right, so book a trip. Book a trip. Small stress on book, big stress on trip, and we got a linking there. Book a trip. Book a trip. Okay, right. So, one more here. So, these are days when you don't need to go to work. And this will be, of course, days off. Days off. And you'd have some days off. Have some days off. I'll add that there. Have some days off. Have some days off. And we're going to link the Z and the O. So, days off. Days off. Big stress on off in this case. Days off. Days off. Have some days off. Okay guys, so let's take a look at these phrases again. We're going to practice using them. Now, I'd like you to answer some questions using the phrase I bet and any of the other phrases that we have here too. Here are the questions. So, what's the weather like in Singapore? When will you go on holiday next? And can you get time off work tomorrow? So, using these phrases, try to answer these 3 questions. Pause this video and think. Okay, right guys, so the first one, what's the weather like in Singapore? Well, no more than I guess. I've been to Singapore. Yeah, I've been there before and yeah, it was very humid. So yeah, I bet it's very humid. I bet it's really humid. I bet it's sweltering actually. Right, okay, next one, when will you go on holiday next? Well, it's a very difficult time with coronavirus right now. But if I get some time off work, I might book a trip to somewhere where I live. I live in South Korea, so I might book a trip to a city called Busan because I can go there without worrying about coronavirus. If I get some days off, I might go there. Or I might just go on a day trip to maybe a city outside of Seoul, where I live now. Again, if I get some time off work. And the last one, can you get time off work tomorrow? I don't think so. It's quite hard for me to get time off work because I'm a teacher and I have to organise my classes. But I bet it could be quite difficult to get a day off tomorrow. Okay guys, well done. Right, so we learned some uses of the word wish and we also talked about some various phrases that we heard in the conversation. Also did a bit of pronunciation, some linking, stuff like that. I really hope this was useful for you guys and I hope to see you again with some more pre-intermediate lessons very soon. So thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye.